Thank you very much, Congresswoman. I just would like to start my statement with some words from the scriptures. This is what I felt about Ukraine over the last couple of years, and many of us felt it in Isaiah chapter 1, where Isaiah says how the faithful city has become a harlot. She had been full of justice, righteousness lodged in her, and now murderers. How your princes are rebellious and associates of thieves. Each of them loves bribery and pursues payments. They do not render justice to the orphan. Grievance of the widow does not come to them. Therefore, the word of the Lord, the mighty one, oh, I shall be appeased of my adversaries, and I shall avenge myself of my enemies. I will turn my hand against you until I refine your dross as with lye, and remove your base metal, and then I will restore your judges as at first, and your counselors as at the beginning, and that you will be called the city of righteousness, faithful city. This is talking about Zion, but I think that in many ways this is talking about what we have been experiencing in Ukraine over the last few years. The country disintegrated from what was happening within the country, from the corruption that was taking place from the leaders. It wasn't just a revolution, it wasn't a political revolution. It is the people of Ukraine and the indomitable spirit of the people of Ukraine who will not be indifferent and will not go home when they're beaten and shot at. This is not Russia. This is one of the mistakes that Yanukovych made and some of his advisors, that they thought that if they'll start beating the people, they'll go home. Every time they beat the people, more people came out to the street. When they started shooting, people didn't run away. People ran to the Maidan from all over the whole entire country. It's that spirit of fighting for freedom that we're here today to celebrate and to remember the people that gave their lives for this freedom. There are people that gave their lives for this freedom. It didn't come cheap, but Ukraine is a lucky and a blessed country that they can have another chance, and as the Congresswoman said, for a new dawn. The sun is rising again on Ukraine, and we are confident that this time we're going to get it right. We're going to bring everybody together, and we're going to build a democracy, and we're going to build a transparent government, and the people that are in the street are not going away until they are sure that that's going to happen. Now, just the situation today in Ukraine, as of last week when things started to unravel on Tuesday morning, there was a rush on the stores. There is no food in the markets, food in the supermarkets. The banks in Kiev have been closed since Wednesday, supposedly opening tomorrow. People don't know if they'll be able to access their money. So there is a short-term relief effort that's needed now. And there's a website that we set up called Kiev Relief. People are asking, what can we in New York do? The first thing we can do is pray. We can show moral support for the people of Ukraine. And I'm talking not only to Ukrainian Americans and to Jewish Ukrainians that are living in the United States, but all the people of the United States and the people of New York can feel very, very strong and support the people of Ukraine with their challenges. They have a lot of challenges. It ain't over until it's over. That's what they told us in New York. It's not over yet. There are still groups out there, people that have not yet accepted the new government. People have not turned in their weapons yet, even though there are patrols, and people do feel a lot safer today than they felt on Thursday or Wednesday or Tuesday of last week, but we still have some way to go as we gather the stones. And that's some of the relief that we're doing. The Jewish community has strengthened security around synagogues and communal buildings already for the last 2 months after there were some attacks on the synagogues, and there is some anti-Semitic graffiti that's come around the last couple of months, and we think that this is not an organized thing. This is not the Ukraine that we know. The Ukraine that we know, that I know, living there for almost a quarter of a century now with my family, is a Ukraine that's welcoming to all its minorities, to all different religions, where people sit together, work together, and try to build a society. And that's our chance now to, again, to strengthen that civil society, to make sure the elections that take place will be free elections, to elect, again, a normal, democratic, transparent government, a government that respects the people that put them in, not a government that doesn't respect them, but a government that respects them and that's willing to work with the people to help rebuild, as we said again, to bring Ukraine back. The economy is in a shambles, there are a lot of problems there, and we hope that everybody working together, they'll be able to bring it all back and rebuild Ukraine into the breadbasket of Europe that it was and that it is and that it should be in the future. That's really what we're looking forward to. And we're hoping that the European Union and the United States government will be working together to help strengthen Ukraine and the Ukrainian people at this time, to help bring back that economy, as I was saying, because that's probably the greatest challenge that they have right now, is to bring back and strengthen the economy. The State Department spoke about non-essential travel. We have not told anyone to evacuate. I know throughout the news, it was one of my colleagues was misquoted as having told people to evacuate Kiev and Ukraine. It's not true. We're not evacuating. We're just telling people to be careful. Don't go to places you don't have to go. Stay at home at night if you don't have to go out. Our school, our rabbinical seminar has been working throughout in Podil, which is around a mile from the Maidan. Many Jews have joined and were at the Maidan before, but we're just telling people that if you don't have to be out there in the center, don't go out there. Be where you got to be, and like I said, non-essential travel doesn't include my trip today. So I consider it essential travel.
Can you tell us what the website is for the relief again?
It's KievRelief.org, KievRelief.org, and that's if people want to donate. We'll be working along with the Ukrainian Council of Churches and Religious Organizations for everyone that needs help to try and get as much help as we can to everyone. We work very closely together with the heads of all of the other religions in Ukraine, and we'll be continuing that. This relief effort, even though it's being spearheaded by the Jewish community, will definitely be non-denominational. We'll be reaching out, working along with all our colleagues in Kiev and throughout Ukraine to help whoever has any need for whatever it is.
How large is the Jewish community?
The Ukrainian Jewish community is approximately 400,000 at this point. This is down from over 1 million when the Soviet Union broke up. Many people have immigrated, but there's still a very strong, growing community there. The community is very proud. A lot of day schools, a lot of synagogues. People are really, really excited about the future there, and people are not running away. They're there to stay.
Dr. We're gonna hold questions until all of the speakers and then the rabbi